Hi guys, Axe is back with another movie reaction, and today, for our latest reaction video on the channel, we are going to spotlight Apollo 13. Now, I'm really excited to get into this because I have had friends and family recommend this to me. Plus, this year is the 50th anniversary of the end of the Apollo program in December of 1972. I do know quite a little bit about the program, but I don't know everything about it. But I will say this, I am really looking forward to seeing this. As far as any casting is concerned, I do know that Tom Hanks is in this movie. And also, judging from what a friend of mine told me, Gary Sinise is in this movie. I heard he portrays someone named Ken Mattingly. But other than that, I don't know the whole story. I don't know everything about it. So I'm really excited to get into this movie. But before we get started, if you are new to the channel and you like this reaction video and you want to see all my future reactions, click on the subscribe button down below. It will help the channel grow just so much. Alright, so no more chit chat. Let's get on with the show as Axe spotlights Apollo 13.
On which man has ever embarked. And after that sudden and horrible fire on the launch pad during a routine test, it killed American astronauts Gus Grissom, Ed White.
I have heard about this. They got incinerated, if I remember correctly.
Is your attitude and your relative speed. This is you. In the left.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
Bill Paxton. Boy, Kevin Bacon, he loves impressing the ladies. Gary Sinise, I love him. That's him as Ken Mattingly.
They're not going to cut the program before number 14.
They wanted to make sure he got the best.
Well, they got that right.
So they had threatened to cut the Apollo program earlier, before 17?
Yeah, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
The actual real footage.
Is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon.
My dad used to tell me a story about how when he was a kid he saw this.
Small step for man, giant leap for mankind.
There's that line.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Wow. What an event that was. I can't imagine being a young kid seeing that.
Apollo 8, we were so close. Just 60 nautical miles down. We could just step out and walk on the face of it. I want to go back there.
So wait a minute, what exactly went wrong on the Apollo 8? How come they didn't quite reach the moon? I forgot exactly what happened.
The most visible member of the
Kennedy Space Station, not far from where I live.
The guy's a computer that can fit into a single room, or the Saturn V rocket.
Yep.
This is the actual launch vehicle that will be taking Alan Shepard and.
If I also remember, the Saturn V was the one that also launched the Skylab, which was a precursor to the ISS. Oh, I've seen that guy. He was the principal on October Sky.
Jim, can I have a minute? Something's come up.
Sure, you, Henry? Hey!
Wait, did he get it?
You know that Easter vacation trip? I'm gonna walk on the moon, Marilyn.
Naturally, it's 13. Why 13?
It comes after 12, huh?
Yeah, I never thought about this, but you know, 13 is a very unlucky number.
For pyro arm and docking. Also.
Wait a minute, I lost something here. I can't try.
I got it. Let me, just try and get it stable here.
20?
Ha! That's it.
Oh, man, that woke me up.
So Ken Mattingly, I guess, was supposed to be part of this, I guess?
Won the Christmas turkey.
Perfect. Used up too much fuel. Guys, I want to work it again. I know, but my rate of turn is still a little too slow there. I really think we should work it again.
Get it right.
I like Ken Mattingly's I won't give up attitude and just will do it again until he gets it right. I wonder if he was kind of like that in real life. Wait a minute, what? Wait. Is this a nightmare? Yeah, this is a nightmare. Yeah, oh my god. Yep.
Did you know the astronauts on the fire?
Oh, Apollo 1.
The door. Couldn't get it open when they needed to get out. Well, a lot of things went wrong in that fire.
It never occurred to me how troubling this program was. I mean, a lot of people were putting their lives at stake.
Hey, Jim, we've got a problem.
Has the measles. You've all been exposed to it.
Oh no.
And Mattingly will be getting seriously ill, sending from the lunar surface to rendezvous with him.
Jim,
Jack Swigert has been out of the loop for weeks. He's a fine pilot, but when was the last time he was in a simulator?
We can bump all three of you to a later mission.
Just take it, Tom. I know you want to go.
Flight surgeon horseshit.
Jim, if you hold out for Ken, you will not be on Apollo 13.
Wait, so they were going to go with Mattingly, but they went with Swigert because of what happened? Steppenwolf.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So it seems like Swigert was kind of that classy, cocky, pilot who got an opportunity to do this. You could tell Sinise isn't happy about this.
Feeling when they started doing all the blood tests. I know it's their ass if I get sick up there, but I mean, Jesus! Why don't I go upstairs and talk to Deke? I'm sure we can work this out.
This was my call.
Must have been a tough one.
God, that sucks for him. He wanted to go up the moon and he got replaced. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would have loved to have gone to a space launch, especially the Artemis that's going on today. I heard it's a lot of money, though, and I heard you got to get up real early to get in to see it. Wow. Saturn V, there it is.
Hey, I guess we can go now.
Gotta have that coffee, yes.
Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel really bad for Mattingly. I mean, he spent who knows how long wanting to go on that, and he was forced out due to his tests. That's such a bummer for anyone who has their dreams shattered like that, but safety is safety. Thrust rockets.
13, 9, 8.
That'd be so cool to see a space launch. Oh, wow! My God, that is unreal. I also got to give these astronauts a lot of credit too, and I'll tell you why. The man-G's you get going on those launches, I can't imagine. That would have so much pressure on you, though. That's why I only do the green areas at Mission Space. Is that the second stage? Here it comes. There it is. I think that's the second stage, correct? Here comes the third. I think this is the third stage. What the hell? Oh.
Okay.
Why is he vomiting?
Okay, we're ready for CSM separation.
Hey, Swigert, command module pilot. She's all yours.
I'm around. I just ate too much breakfast. Let's go to work.
100 feet.
Slow down. Gotta line that up a little bit more. Oh, careful, careful.
Capture.
That's it. Talk back. Is Barbara Paul?
So what exactly does the retract button do in space exploration?
And I will eat.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Are you sure?
I could eat the ass out of a dead rhinoceros.
I think after throwing up, we would say otherwise.
Oh, it's too bad.
Waste H2O dump. Dump.
Installation Orion.
Barbara, we are going to your father's broadcast.
What's going on about the stupid Beatles breaking up?
Hey, watch it, kid.
Watching this broadcast, and so are we.
Fredo?
Oh my God, I get memories of Remember the Titans when I hear Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky.
It was supposed to be the theme to 2001 in honor of our Command Module Odyssey.
I've never seen that movie, by the way. Is that? What is that?
Give your oxygen tanks a stir.
Oh, shoot. That's where the problem was. Did they overheat the oxygen? What exactly happened? So this is what went wrong.
Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
There's that line.
Houston, you're in the mud. Did you say switch to Omni Bravo?
What is Omni exactly?
Fighting me. What's the story here, Jack? We keep flirting with gimbal lock.
We need a confirmation. What system do you have down?
So it seems like when they hit the oxygen tank, it looks like they lost all control, which is why he's having a hard time steering the ship.
Cryo pressure.
NO2 flow high. I don't
Houston, we are venting something out into space.
Gas? Wait, what?
It's got to be the oxygen.
Oh no! That's what that was. You know, it never occurred to me, but looking at all this with all the problems they had, I just can't imagine how troubled this Apollo program was.
Okay, Fredo, shut those down.
Oh no, it's still going to. It didn't work. It's still going down.
Over to the LEM. We gotta get some oxygen up there. Tell Mu Control I want an emergency power procedure, the essential hardware only. We'll have to transfer the guidance system from one computer to the other, so I want those numbers up and ready when our guys are in position.
Right, LEM at the same time, so you better get somebody over there.
15 minutes of life support in the Odyssey.
Oh my god, this is so scary.
Astronaut is on his way to the moon. Is it Swigert? Yeah. Yeah. First bachelor. He's the kind they say hatched the space shuttle and did the last one. Colonel Borman is here.
Uh-oh.
Here is ABC Science.
I don't think you should have turned that off, Mattingly.
Yeah. Houston, be aware. Our RCS
Isn't up here yet. We have no attitude control on Aquarius.
Oh my god.
We're all out of whack.
I'm trying to pitch down, but we're yonder.
Dude, that thing is just spinning out of control.
We confirm shutdown, Jack.
Lunar module now in control.
Roger that, Houston.
Pitch black.
How do we get our people home? Turn around, straight back, direct abort.
With the fewest question marks for safety.
I agree with you.
I mean, we've got to do a direct abort. We do an about face, we bring the guys right home right now.
There's been serious damage to this spacecraft.
They blow up and they die.
Is that true that basically if you do that and there's limited in the situation they did, you do die?
The only thing the command module is good for is re-entry, so that leaves us with the LEM, which means free return trajectory. Once we get the guys around the moon...
Moon.
You and Buzz's old neighborhood.
Apollo 8, he was there. Well, he was almost there, but... Absolutely no signal now.
Go into the shadow.
And there's no way to contact them.
See you again.
Good to see you too, Houston.
We're back.
I'd like to go home. Went up. Gonna need a contingency if we lose comm with Houston. Let's go home.
He's got to make sure they ensure your survival.
John's brought me up to speed. What do we have left in the battery? Sequencing, John. If we can skip whatever we don't absolutely need the sim cold and dark, give me the exact same conditions we've got in there now. And
More waste dumps. We're just gonna have to store it.
Ah,
bags.
that's disgusting.
Brewing with the carbon dioxide.
We had a CO2 filter problem on the lunar module.
On the gauges. Anything over 15 and you get impaired judgment, blackouts, the beginnings of brain asphyxia.
So it looks like they had a little bit of a carbon dioxide problem because of all this.
Those are going to be getting toxic.
Well, I suggest you gentlemen invent a way to put a square peg in a round hole. Rapidly.
And they're running out of regular oxygen and quick.
Find a way to make this fit into the hole for this, using nothing but that.
Okay, let's build a filter.
It's the guys I graduated high school with, never even left home. Here I am.
A lot of people I went to high school with actually didn't leave their cities too.
Bullshit. All right, there's 1,000 things that have to happen in order. We are on number 8.
Oh!
That piece of shit's gonna get you home. It's the only thing we got left, Jack.
Now, what are you saying, Fred?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
You check your CO2 gauge for us?
Oh.
Yeah, Houston, we were just looking at that. Our CO2 measurement has jumped 4 notches in the last hour.
I only figured it for 2 people.
Oh no.
Maybe I should just hold my breath.
Oh, Hayes, why?
Poisoning the astronauts with every breath, in and out.
Do you have a flight plan up there?
Affirmative for you here.
We need you to rip the cover off.
want you to rip the cover off the flight plan.
Lithium hydroxide canister. Two lithium hydroxide canisters, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what they're doing. They're gonna make him wrap something with that.
Duct tape, 3 feet long.
Tell me his arm.
Just use your arm.
Shit, I tore it. Listen, what do we do if we rip the bag? Can we?
Stand by.
Seems like Hayes was a little bit kind of a nervous wreck throughout this thing. 14. Get that thing wrapped up. Oh no, he's blacking out.
Sponge the entire filter assembly to the bulkhead.
So they gotta take that thing, they gotta get it inside the bulkhead of the limb.
Yes, sir. Select secondary.
Shit. CO2 level's almost dangerous. It's bringing it down.
And it is still falling.
Yes, it worked. The CO2 level down.
I am sick and tired. How my kidneys are functioning.
Flight, I just lost level.
You just had a dropout on your biomed sensors.
I'm not wearing my biomed sensors, Houston.
I just like how Tom acts out in frustration in this movie. Well, if he don't wear one, I don't wear one.
Houston, all we need to hold attitude is one fixed point in space.
In order to enter the atmosphere safely, the crew must aim for a corridor just 2.5 degrees wide. The reentry corridor is in fact so narrow, the crew would have to hit a target no thicker than this piece of paper.
So the goal is they gotta hit a certain part of the atmosphere for re-entry or else it'll be too dangerous. And they have to burn the engines. Oh, they have to do all three.
If the Earth starts drifting down, you need to thrust aft.
So it looks like they gotta keep the Earth in their window, they gotta thrust, and they can't thrust forward, they have to thrust aft if it goes out.
Fire when ready.
Come on.
4. That's your arm off.
Oh! Keep it air, keep it on that trajectory, gentlemen.
She's dancing all over the place. Come on, forward.
Forward, you gotta throw. Come on, come on, come on. Hayes, I know you're nervous, but stay focused, dude. Come on, stay focused.
Steady, steady. Shut down.
Houston, we have shutdown.
Knew it! Knew it! How about that limb, huh?
Guidance, ECS, communications, shoots, and the command module thrusters. They're below for 4 days, John. They gotta be heated.
Ken, you're telling me what you need. I'm telling you what we have to work with at this point.
I need all these systems, John. Reorganize the sequencing again and find more power.
Boy, it looks like Ken Mattingly was going on rescuing these guys. He wasn't going to take the limited sources. Oh, shit.
What the hell was that?
What was that?
Houston, can you confirm a burn affect our entry angle at all?
Negative. Your entry angle is holding at 6.24.
What exactly is the helium disk in a ship?
There's some power left in the limb batteries, right? Provides power from the command module to the limb.
Okay. Bring up the guidance.
Up and running.
Is it working?
I think we got it, buddy.
Yes. So Lex, we got a plan to bring these guys home?
Yeah, we read you, Ken. Are the flowers blooming in Houston?
That's a negative, Jim.
Even in a bad situation, he's always got a sense of humor.
Blanche, these nice young men are going to watch the television. This is Neil Armstrong and this is Buzz.
Hey, Neil and Buzz, Apollo 11.
Okay, find the main bus breakers on panel 11.
Must be.
Why is he not closing it?
What's the word on these things shorting out?
We'll just take that one at a time, Jack.
Trying to drive a toaster through a car wash.
Nice, the lights are back on.
Ballast over the command module.
Expecting you to be toting a couple 100 pounds of moon rocks.
Panel 5. Circuit breaker, caution and warning. Main B closed.
Jack, on panel 7, BMAG number 2, power to warm up.
They gotta transfer so much power into such a little space just to get back home.
Okay, Jack, we're ready to see if the computer will accept uplink to the reentry data now.
Telemetry, command module to accept, right?
That's affirmed. Go ahead and try.
Look at that look like. You better hope that works, Ken.
Uplink completed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's more like.
I never thought of this, but Mattingly really came in clutch in this event.
And we're getting our first look at the service module now. One whole side of this
Spacecraft is missed. Right by the high gain antenna, a whole panel is blown out. Right up to our heat shield.
I can't imagine. Oh my god, that just sucks.
Parachutes have been damaged. The chutes may not open at all, 20 miles per hour, but at a suicidal 300.
Oh my god. So they have to worry not just... So now they have to worry about the re-entry. They also got to worry about this typhoon. I mean... So the re-entry had to be very careful because if anything went wrong, they were probably could die just landing.
She's yours to fly.
30 seconds.
And I didn't want to cut the lem loose with you guys still in it.
It's good thinking.
Swigert was smart though, I won't lie.
She sure was a good ship.
Very well, Aquarius. And we thank you.
All that money built and now that was spent to build, now it's been just trashed away.
2 amps. It may die before the main chutes open.
Roger, let's tie all the batteries on a main A and main B.
So you need all 3 of those batteries to be able to get those parachutes to operate, is that correct?
Expect entry interface in 45 seconds. And on my mark, your velocity
Will be 35,245 feet per second.
How many miles is that per minute hour though? To enter at 32,000 feet per second. Oh my god, that would be so scary re-entering though. Burning up, entering the atmosphere because gravity's pushing... Or, sorry, but when you enter the atmosphere, you push on gravity and that's why it burns up. Ooh. Oh my god.
Cameras there. Navy recovery and rescue helicopters already until time of drogue deployment. Standing by for any reports of acquisition.
I can't imagine also just how tense this was, not just for the families, but for everyone around the world to watch this. I mean, this is history. Everyone on the edge of their seat.
Okay, flight, that's 3 minutes. We are standing by for acquisition.
So before then, how long would it usually take for them to re-enter the atmosphere? They said it's 3 minutes here and no one else did this.
Odyssey Houston, do you read?
Come on.
Yeah, Houston, do you read?
Hello, Houston. This is Odyssey. It's good to see you again.
I'd be with you too, Ed. This was just such... I would just want to plop down. I mean, this was such a turbulent thing to watch.
Welcome home. Glad to see you.
And that's a wrap on Apollo 13, and I needed a little bit of time to gather my thoughts in a coherent, organized way, since I'm not good with that. I'm going to be straightforward. This was a fantastic movie. I really loved the special effects and how they depicted space travel in this movie. I would really like to see more behind the scenes about how they were able to simulate space and how they were able to simulate weightlessness for all these for Tom Hanks and the crew. Probably my favorite historical figure probably in that movie was probably Ken Mattingly. I did feel bad that he was not able to get to see the space, to see Moon again. But I will say this, he came in clutch when it mattered the most. He was going all in. He did not stop. That was just absolutely amazing. And it makes me wonder how the real Ken Mattingly was like if he really did that. I also got to admit, I think Tom Hanks was also great in this movie. He was the true leader, and he did a great job keeping all those egos in check, which is true, because you have to keep egos in check. Kevin Bacon's Jack Swigert, it seemed like he was it seemed like he was a pilot before he became an astronaut, and he seemed like the kind of guy that wouldn't be tied down like the others were. Bill Paxton's Fred Hayes, you can tell he was, obviously he was the third in command. You can tell he was the one that really was the most nervous when this accident actually happened. So, and also, it never really occurred to me how stressful it was for the families to actually have to go through this. I mean, worried that especially Hayes and Lovell, their wives were worried whether or not they were going to come back or not. And then to have to explain that to your children. I mean, as someone who'd like to be a father someday, I can only hope that we can explain to our children if something was to happen to me in a ways that they'll understand. And I can't imagine them not being raised without one. So there's that. But other than that, it was also cool seeing all the nostalgic stuff, and it's funny I actually got into all that, some of that, because I did grow up listening to some of that music that you heard in the background. And it was a well-rounded, very well made, well done, thrilling, powerful film. And I'll tell you straightforward, I recommend it to anyone else. Alright, that's a wrap, and we'll see you on the next reaction video, and until then, the spotlights are off.